1 hit, 2 walks in the 2 games against Miami relievers combined.
Just out of sync in some sorts when I look at this offense right now. Letting some pretty good balls go by and then attacking balls that are not pitches they can drive, except for that one.
Oh, that was driven. That ball is punched into the upper deck and right. Anthony Santander has the first Orioles home run of this series, and it was into the restricted area and right.
Woohoo! That's how you want to get the party started right there, folks. Tony Tater's in the house, his 28th long ball of the year. He ties Gunnar Henderson for the Oriole lead, his 67th RBI, and that's what I'm talking about.
No sooner can you say 10-game hit streak for Santander than it becomes an 11-game hit streak with authority.
How about this swing here? Trying to get it down, but look where that ball is. That ball's not down. It's right over the heart of the plate, and Anthony Santander got every stitch of
maybe that changeup, and it was pretty bad right there. And Santander didn't miss.
And the catcher Fortes gave him the target down low. Says, get it down here, but it was nowhere close, and neither was that one.
O'Hearn gets some air into this one to left center, but the ballpark will hold it for Chisholm. However, it's a first inning run. It's a first home run in 19 innings for the O's. Who else but Tony Taters to kick off the scoring? 3-0 for Colton. He takes ball 4. Cowser has reached base 4 straight times over the last 2 days. First start for Hayes since Sunday. Breaks his bat and shoots one off the edge of the dirt into right field. Who needs the lumber? Austin's got the base hit.
Well, you'll take him, and the Orioles will take him any way they can get him. I mean, that ball right off the end of the bat, and it explodes. Looks like a little cutter working to the outside part of the plate. Cowser has to make sure that ball's not caught before he advances.
McCann in the 9-hole with a couple of runners on. Will flare one to left field. There's the spark. One hop to De La Cruz in left. He'll load up for a throw to second, and Hayes is in there under the tag as Cowser crosses from third. In an 0-2 hole, James McCann delivers an RBI single from the 9th spot. Now it's 2-0.
That was the approach of last year for James McCann. You see right there, 2-strike count. He's not trying to do too much. He just simply reaches out there and hooks this little cutter right over the shortstop Edwards' heads. And there is Cowser scoring. Orioles up 2-0 in this one. And how important it is for the Orioles to score first. 42-10 on the year when scoring first.
That's the other way, and that will hang up there for De La Cruz. So the Orioles strand a pair, but they get a run. Big hit by James McCann for a second early run. Santander for 1-2. And that ball's drilled the other way, deep left center. Chisholm on the run. Chisholm lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
That is highway robbery right there. Well, Jazz Chisholm has put on a show in this series on both sides of the ball. He's been swinging it. Look, he's shaded slightly toward right center field. Off the left-handed bat of Santander. This ball is slicing away from him, and boy, he just barely gets there. And robs Santander of extra bases. And he can go. And
to Chisholm, much easier play for him back at the first. And he'll take a walk here. Ryan's got the Orioles second today. And that ball's absolutely creamed up the middle. 108 off the bat of Mountcastle. His third hit of this series, and O'Hearn's down to second.
I mean, blistered too. 108 off the bat, and it's where he likes it too. Kind of middle in is kind of where he is. And they're trying to get the ball in because you can see where Fortes sets up. That ball never got there, just set right in the heart of the plate. And folks, that's bat speed right there. I mean, that ball's not even a strike, and he goes up and gets 96 and quickly turns it around.
And Cowser with a drive. Right center field, and a 3-run homer for Cowser. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, don't let the milkman get hot, and he is hot right now. What was that, a cutter? It looked like a cutter at 90 miles an hour, just kind of backed up right into the heart of the plate. And that's been the adjustment right there. He showed early in April when he was wearing it out, he could cover the fastball. And then all of a sudden he starts getting a lot of breaking balls and a lot of changeups. The month of May, the month of June, not good, but the month of July for Colton Cowser has been on fire for sure. How about a Weaver, folks? And the Orioles up 5-0. This swing here is a swing of beauty as the hydration station gets a visit. Oh, yeah. Cutter right in the heart of the plate, and Cowser knew it when it touched the heart of the bat. He had home run number 14 on the year and make it 43 RBIs.
And by the way, that was all with 2 out and nobody on. O'Hearn walked, Mountcastle singled, and then the Cowser Weaver has the Orioles feeling a whole lot better.
Well, do it, young fella. And that was a bomb right there, folks. Orioles up 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
They won the World Series the first 2. One was a short season. One was the 3rd wild card last year. Connor Norby goes the other way. Fly ball driven out to right and into the hat of Cionel Perez and the Orioles bullpen. Connor Norby's second major league home run goes right to a teammate, and the Orioles have scored in all 4 innings today.
Wow. How about a little backside bomb by Connor Norby? He's not a big guy, folks, but he's got some pop in that bat. This is a hard ballpark to hit home runs in. And he just takes a ball on the outside part of the plate and just flicks it out straightaway right field for his second big league homer of his career.
And the first time Connor Norby hits the hydration station here in America. First home run in Toronto a couple of months ago. And how about this opposite field blast?
I mean, you want to talk about a short, tight stroke to the ball. Ball right on the outside part of the plate.
We'll see if after a tight sinker, Munoz goes back to the slider. First, though, he's going to throw to third, and now Henderson is pickled up. And there's not going to be another error here as Gunnar runs himself into the second out.
Yeah, I don't know if that call came from the dugout or if it came from the catcher, Nick Fortes, but they could see Henderson, and Henderson was a little bit antsy the pitch before that. And so the play was put on the inside move, look home, pick the leg up, and it wasn't a great move, but Henderson was just really moving on first movement that he saw. He was trying to make his way to third base. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming.
And on the 8th pitch, a ground ball brushed out to short. But the Orioles score again, and this time it's Connor Norby's turn to jump into the pool.
Yeah, Connor Norby. How about this? A little backside tater, folks. Ball on the outside part of the plate. No problem for Connor Norby. His second big league home run. Orioles up 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Brings up Austin Hayes. Single and a pop out today. And a ground ball to shortstop. Edwards gets to it, sets his feet, throws. And in and out of the glove of Bride. Not sure if that was in the dirt or not. But Hayes will reach.
Did that ball
go
just
through the webbing?
Did it just go through the webbing? It went through the webbing. Why? You gotta...
Ground ball towards short. That's 1. Now the glove's just fine. 6-4-3 double play to get us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Provided the Orioles do not challenge the close play at first. Which they will
I mean, how long?
not. Okay, great. Cool. Right down to 1 on the clock. All righty. On we go. Trying to get through the 6th inning yet again. At least 6 innings and 15 straight starts. The longest such streak in the majors this year. This one a ground ball towards second. Norby gets to it, gets up quick. Talk about a quick release. And he had to do that. A pop-up slide on the defensive end to get Jazz the AT&T Fiber fast play.
Knowing too that it's Jazz running, the way that Norby was able to get that ball, you see the slide, but as soon as that foot plant, he's already throwing because Jazz can get up that line.
1-2. And a fly ball out towards center field. Cowser going back. He's at the wall, and it's gone. A home run for Josh Bell. Just tucking it over the left center field wall.
Oh, stay hot, Josh Bell. 12th home run of the season. 104.7 miles an hour off the bat. Doesn't really give up too many home runs to lefties. Only the 4th one of the year off of Burns. But boy, that's really nice to see for Bell. Gets a cutter, this one over the heart of the plate, and boy, he hammered it.
That's the slug that Skip was talking about. Now De La Cruz with a fly ball out toward right field. Santander puts it away. Marlins get on the board, 6-1.
Against Houston, he did go 2 1/3 through 46 pitches.
Will Tapper back to him. Got a fortuitous hop. And there are 2 away. Now doesn't have to face him a second time. That might help too. Jazz in the gap, dives and makes the play the other way. 2 tremendous grabs for Jazz. 1 to his right, 1 to his left. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Baptist-Health. Fortes just out of the reach of Gunnar Henderson, a base hit.
Yeah, getting back to Corbin Burns, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with him. And this time Fortes is able to stay on that curveball just enough, hits it off the end of the bat. Gets it over the head of Henderson, who can't make the play.
Jazz drops down the bunt. Burns picks it up. And that's the first out in the 8th inning. A 1-0 Brewer win against the Marlins on September 30th of 2022. That goes off of Burns, redirects into no man's land, and Fortes is going to come around to score. Edwards once again puts the bat on the ball and puts the batted ball on to Burns. 6-2.
It almost looked like Burns was trying to stop it. You can see he almost kind of picks up the leg. And boy, when things are going good, especially right now for Edwards, those kind of things happen. Hits right off the foot, goes perfectly in between the first baseman and the second baseman, right in the 4-hole, and you can tell Burns is not happy. He wanted to try to finish this inning.
Well, they have called down, I believe, yes, to the bullpen, so that's going to do it for Corbin Burns. Another sharp outing for the potential Cy Young favorite. And past the dive of Westberg down the left field line. Edwards on his way to third, and he's getting the green light. De La Cruz in RBI double. 6-3. Well, Gabby, here's another one. It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, we've seen the Marlins a whole bunch. It seems like they always do it. Backs up against the wall, and they just come up with some big hits. And for De La Cruz, nice to see those balls get through finally. Been hitting the ball so hard just right at people. Now he's starting to find some open space. Nice job, too, by Xavier Edwards on the move, hustling all the way from first to be able to score.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And back to the changeup. Marlins pick up 2 more. Marlins trail heading to the 9th. Austin Hayes up the middle, a base hit. So today we'll make 37 consecutive games without a win from a Marlins starter.
That 2021 draft, second rounder.
And on the hands, rolled toward the shortstop. Edwards gets rid of it quick, close play, and Norby beats it out. I mean, you would have needed a cannon. It's a very short list of shortstops that would have been able to make that play. Just rolled softly out toward the left side of the infield.
Edwards did exactly what you can do on that. Got to a quick release. Norby just fast down that first base line.
but they'd be even fuller if the deficit was more than 3. Broken bat, little looper, and how do you like that? There's a double play. Rather unconventional, but they'll take it. Hayes wondering if there was a little obstruction there, but he's got the right to go get the baseball.
Yeah, he has a right to go get the baseball, and he has a right to go to the base too, and nothing you can do there. That's just one of those plays where you're going to be out. It's going to be a double play.
0-2 on the Orioles' third baseman. Here it comes from Chagua. Out toward left field. De La Cruz has a beat on it. Makes the catch. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. 6-3.
Really good knuckle curveball, has a sweeper.
Bouncer toward second base, and stumbling is Norby. Would have been a tough play there, but his footing gave out, and Gordon will reach with 1 out in the 9th inning, and you never know, that could be the break the Marlins need.
That little turf monster, Cleveland got him on that one. As he's coming in to make the play, just legs out of sorts. You know what, to be honest, even if he does catch this ball and throw it, I do not think he's getting Gordon.
Payoff pitch from Kimbrel is taken outside, and the Marlins get exactly what they need here, which is 2 base runners and one of, if not their hottest hitter lately, the recently slugging Jake Berger, to pinch hit.
You're not going to get those pitches called for you.
And that one misses outside. The bases are loaded. Well, by staying within slam range, the Marlins can now win it with 1 swing of the bat. 0-1. Ground ball right side, and it's bobbled by Henderson. The game, oh, it's getting interesting now. 6-4. Couple of ground balls to the right side. Norby lost his footing, and then Henderson couldn't come up with it.
That's another curveball. Jazz on the run, trying to stay out of the double play. Doesn't matter. Henderson can't come up with it. Ball hits him off the top of the heel. Marlins are a base hit from tying this ball game up.
Kimbrel's 2-2. Out toward left field. Hayes is there, makes the catch. Bruhan coming home, he'll score. It's a 1-run game, but the Marlins are down to their final out.
Oh yeah. Edwards does a good job of just fighting in this AB. Gets a pitch, hits it well. Opposite way, does get a sac fly. Marlins still a hit away from tying this ball game up.
That's the ball in the gap. It's down. Berger is coming in to score. Jazz on his way to third. They'll hold him right there. Josh Bell ties it up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th.
Gotta love the fighting fish coming back. They had the guy who they wanted up. Bell wasn't wasting any time. Rips this ball to right center field. Jazz was thinking, I'm trying to score and win this ball game. Gets held up by Griffin Bendick. But my goodness.
Cano delivers, and De La Cruz is swing and miss. We've got ourselves extra innings on a getaway day here in Miami.
And Anthony slices one through the left side for a base hit. Westberg held for a moment to avoid possibly being doubled off. He gets to third, and the Orioles get runners at the corners quickly here in the 10th.
Boy, that is a beautiful swing there. Nobody home at the shortstop position. You can see Edwards kind of shaded behind the second base back, so first and third, nobody out here in the top of the 10th. It looks like Cedric Mullins will be the pinch runner for Anthony Santander.
Mountcastle with a single, a double, and 2 strikeouts today. Mountcastle, base hit right field, and that will put the Orioles in front. Mullins is coming home. He'll be way out at the plate. Mountcastle to second. He'll be out there. What? So the Orioles get the run across, but then run themselves into 2 outs on the base paths.
Wow. Pretty aggressive send from third base right here.
Brandon Hines going to say no challenge, play on. They get the lead, that's good, but run themselves out of more.
Yeah, Mountie with a big-time base hit right here. Scores one, pushes one across. Mullins trying to score from second base, but a big throw from the outfield and a tag. Mullins is out there in a double play out at second base.
The runner at second here, Jesus Sanchez, who had that outfield assist, is the batter, and he takes strike 3. Beautiful sinker from Cionel, and a huge out to start the 10th as Sanchez cannot advance the other Sanchez.
Big time right here. Big time sinker, high velocity, and painted perfectly on the outside part of the plate, and that is a giant out for the Orioles and Cionel Perez here in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Cano gets a lot of ground balls, which doesn't always play well with the automatic runner and extras. Lopez ground ball to third. Westberg backs up. Westberg's throw is there. Well handled by Jordan. And the tying run still at second with 2 outs in the 10th.
Yeah, this ball was hit firm to Westberg at third. And he read the hops and watch him retreat just enough to catch the hop where he wanted it right there. And a nice throw over the diamond. Starts in and retreats and catches it right on the perfect hop at the waist. And a really good throw over to Mountcastle.
The Orioles are at match point once again. And that's the game winner. A mighty roar to the ceiling from Cionel Perez, and the Orioles can exhale. They survive a late Marlins surge for a 7-6 win in Miami.
Boy, Cionel, rise up, huh? Didn't have a good outing last night. Cionel Perez gives up 2 runs in 1 inning of work, but it was different today in a high-pressure situation. Watch this. I mean, just elevated heat right to the top of the zone, a little bit up and in, and Cionel Perez is fired up, and the Orioles dodge a bullet and dodge a sweep here in Miami. Big-time win. What a crazy game it was. Orioles 6 runs in the first 4 innings, did not score again until extras. And of course, the Marlins were scoreless through 5, and they put up 6 runs in the final 4 innings to tie this thing up. But the Orioles win it in extras.